Hi there, my name is Katie and you're watching my channel Superconsole, where today I'm going to be reviewing Fistful of Gun. When I think of cowboys and video games, two awesome gaming memories in particular springs to mind. The fantastic western soundtrack of Wild Arms on PS1 by Michiko and Naruke, which happens to be my favourite VGM of all time, and galloping across the plains for the first time in Red Dead Redemption on 360. Fistful of Gun evokes the same kind of fond memories, being one of those rare games that are silly, over the top and ludicrously fun to play co-op with your friends. I first came across Fistful of Gun at Res earlier this year and once again mentioned it in my Best of Res video. Made by Farm and Gnome and developed by indie powerhouse Devolver Digital, this fast-paced indie game has you playing one of 11 gunslingers, taking on hordes of bandits and rabid animals in what is essentially a bullet hell game. It's got that classic pixel art indie style that both myself and seemingly Devolver Digital absolutely adore, and it comes loaded with a pumping soundtrack. It's a tricky game to play, and like Not a Hero, you can expect to die quite a few times before you end up blasting your way through each and every level. Of course, like any other bullet hell game, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's difficult to keep track of where your little pixely character is, it's difficult to keep track of all the bullets that come in every way. It's tough, but that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it a real joy to play. Also similarly to Not a Hero, each character plays differently, with different control styles and abilities. There's your bread and butter Noah, who shoots with 2 barrels of his shotgun, Duke with a machine gun, Abel the hillbilly with a pistol for which you have to flick the thumbstick to fire, and even Two Feathers the renegade archer. Some characters are better suited to playing with your Xbox 360 controller, whereas Tao, Pablo and Zeke require the more precise controls of a mouse and keyboard. A few of the characters felt very hard to control, but I'm sure this was intentional to satisfy all those masochists out there who just want to smash the game on its hardest setting. The game is all about getting together a group of friends, be that with local co-op or online mode, and forming the ultimate cowboy gang in the Wild West. By teaming together, you must take down every bandit on the screen and gather up as much gold as possible before moving on to the next stage. At the end of each stage, you're given an option of power-ups such as the standard armour or damage increase, as well as skills like being able to blow yourself up to take down more enemies if you're killed, or a momentary god mode to wreak havoc for a few seconds after you've been shot. You can also blow up hordes of enemy with some carefully placed TNT, or maybe jump on the back of a fleeing horse as you sidle around the back to do a quick sneaky surprise attack, or just get absolutely wasted as you cross the Mexican border, whatever floats your boat. If you don't have any friends, then you can still play arcade mode solo or take on the story mode, which follows the tale of an evil railroad baron who wants to build a track to hell, which is still fun even if you're on your Larry. The plot is rather loosely linked, but that's probably down to the fact that all areas are randomised, and after each stage you get to choose your next challenge, be that a shootout as the penny drops or an assassinating a target. It's true that Fistful of Gun is the kind of game that's best played in short bursts, but that does also mean that it can get boring pretty quickly. It's the kind of thing that you get your mates together, you have a bit of fun, it's all great for a while, but don't expect to be playing this game a year's time. It's not that kind of thing that you pump loads and loads of hours into, it's more just kind of quick fun action, which is fine if you're aware of that. For £9.99 or whatever it is, you need to make sure you know what you're getting out of it before you buy it. The real problem sadly right now with Fistful of Gun is the online mode. If you want to go and set up a match in the lobby, sadly you'll get there and realise it's pretty sparse. I've tried quite a few times now and there's literally been no one online to play with, which is a shame because if you don't happen to live in a massive house full of gamer pals, you're pretty stuck when it comes to playing online with somebody else other than some PCs. Priced at $9.99, it's not exactly an expensive game, but with the online mode currently standing as it is, you do feel like you're kind of getting half a game, because let's face it, this kind of thing, half of the fun that you get out of games like Fistful of Gun is going online and having short, frantic, fun gameplay sessions with random strangers. That's the kind of thing you want to get out of a game like this, and right now, sadly, that's blocked off to you. So all in all, what do I think of Fistful of Gun? Well, it's a fast, fun, frantic kind of game that I really enjoy. It's got a great art style, looks good, plays well, sounds good, it's got all the right components, but unfortunately it's one of those things that despite even being under a tenner, if you don't have enough people to play it with the online currently standing as it stands, you might not get that much out of it. You're not going to be coming back and replaying anything over and over again. It's the kind of thing where you might play it for 10 minutes, think, oh, that was great fun, but you're not going to be sitting there for hours on end going through the story mode. So taking everything into account, here is the score. So there you have it. Thank you very much again for watching. And if you enjoyed this, find it handy, all that kind of stuff, leave a like, drop a comment, maybe even subscribe, whatever you fancy doing. Thanks again as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye!